Alright, well, it's been a hot minute, but I'm finally back playing Satisfactory again. I did my first video, and then I didn't really do anything, which is obviously not a very good thing. But the reason is because I just, to make a long fucking story short, I tried to figure out how to record better, because what I was doing to record wasn't the best, as you can probably tell from the last video. But now I have OBS, and I tried to figure it out for the longest time. Turns out Satisfactory did not agree with OBS for some reason. However, recently there is a new update that adds trains, and I was like, well, I guess they updated the game, so let me try OBS again. And now it works. So, yeah, now I can finally start fucking making videos again, because now I have everything set up. So, I literally just figured this out, by the way, so I had nothing planned for this episode. I'm just sort of, popping in. And also, I just want to say that the two worlds I had, the one with Tyler, and the one you guys didn't see, the one where I built my factory and all that, is, it's not in there, because I had an issue with my computer, that had to do with, like, a game I was modding, and I had a mod in there that I didn't want, and when I tried to get rid of it, I literally tried everything, by the way, when I tried to get rid of it, it just didn't happen. Shit was broke. I had no clue what the fuck was going on. So I just decided, hey, how about we wipe my entire drive? I mean, it was a good idea. I mean, it fixed quite a few issues on my computer, actually. Except there is something that I missed, which was, of course, the saves. But to be completely honest, I wasn't planning on going back to those worlds anyways. I feel like it's better if I start up a new world for single player, you know, just for a playthrough with you guys. And also I was planning on getting a couple more of my friends along with Tyler into Satisfactory. I do have another friend who has a PC now, and he's getting Satisfactory. I do have another friend who I'm not entirely sure. I'm pretty sure he's not getting a PC, but in the slim chance he does, he may appear in videos. I'm not sure. All I know is he does have a gaming laptop, so I mean, the possibility is still there for him to play Satisfactory with us. Just not sure how much. So yeah, that's pretty much why I've been gone for so long and what's been going on, I guess. But you're not here for that, you're here to watch the video, so I'll get right into that. Alright, well, let's get started. Okay. Grass fields, I want to do that with my friends, because, I mean, it's pretty, it's like it's the beginning area, right? I kind of wanted to do one of the other two maps. Now, Rocky Desert seems interesting. It's kind of different, but Northern Forest, I think I'll go for Rocky Desert. Yeah. And, I know. There we go. Perfect. Start game. Alright. Oh yeah, I didn't show this landing sequence in my first video. I'm not sure why. Actually, I think it was just in case of me just starting up and I'm like, oh wait, I didn't record the landing sequence. Anyway, that's besides the point anyway, because this isn't really... Or, this is really, like, legitimately me playing now. I'd say the last video was, pretty shit. Alright, I'm gonna let this sink in.
Attention Pioneer. The following instructional video is a summary of your impending duties as an exoplanetary pioneer for Fixit Incorporated.
Thought she was gonna say impending doom.
Fixit
What the
pioneers have 3 cyclical assigned pillars of work to ultimately accomplish project assembly.
Colors? Excuse me?
Use provided blueprints to build the necessary buildings. Chart the planet and gather resources to provide desired results and improve your infrastructure. Make sure to report any unusual discoveries to R&D for analysis.
Isn't this whole thing unusual? It's a fucking alien planet. Well,
expand your factories, outposts, and pipelines through automation and augmentation.
Ah, so destroying the environment.
Get to work and be effective.
Be effective.
Warning, planetfall imminent. Please remain seated during full procedure. Atmospheric entry in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Planetfall procedure initialized.
This is awesome. God, the way the light reflects off the metal, that's really fucking cool. This game is so pretty. And it's only in early access, too. That's ridiculous. There she is. There's our planet. The one that we will destroy with human technology.
Planetfall complete. Please ensure the integrity of your multi-purpose exploration suit is at 100%.
I don't think my character gives a shit.
Efficiency first. Godspeed.
Remember, efficiency first. If that isn't capitalist, I don't know what is. Well, the company is called Fixit after all, so... Ooh, that was interesting.
Welcome to Planet Massage 2,
Massage?
your designated sector in the binary star system of Akicha.
Akicha?
I am Ada, also known as Artificial Directory and Assistant, tasked to support pioneers, such as you, in their mission. You are the third of your sector to survive planetfall. Congratulations.
Third person? Or the...
Note. Objective-based introduction initialized. Welcome to onboarding.
Okay.
First objective. Please dismantle the drop pod. The resulting materials will be repurposed to construct a habitat and utility base from now on referred to as the hub.
I know I can skip.
Fixit Incorporated is cost-effective and efficient. We do not waste.
I mean, I'm all for not wasting.
Second objective. Please ensure you have your Fixit Incorporated Xeno Zapper equipped before leaving the drop zone. Note. According to Fixit regulations, every pioneer should have access to a means of defense against extraterrestrial threats.
Is that like a... What if you don't?
Please familiarize yourself with the resource scanner to find iron. Note. The acquisition of iron is considered essential in preparation for all future objectives.
I mean, yeah. Would you get in trouble if you didn't have a Xeno Zapper? I mean... I don't see why you would. Nor do I see why you wouldn't. Because it's... That's a stupid question, just forget I said anything. Fuck, I forget all my buttons. Well, this is a nice landing zone, because, like, I landed right in the middle of a fucking... Well, it's a desert, after all. Yeah, it's a desert. I was gonna say, I landed in some... Whoa. You good? These dudes have such tiny heads, it's weird. Oh shit, where was I going? I got distracted. Boom. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I see it. Ooh, 3 nodes. Normal. Did they? Oh, fuck. I'm afraid you can keep... Ah, goddammit! Come on! Damage to fix-it property. You're not even concerned about the nigga inside the property? Hello? It's hard to hit these mother... It's like trying to swat flies out of the air with your hand. I mean, that's pretty much what I'm doing. There we go. That dude dodged. Damn. He got moves. Not enough moves, though. He's dead now. Alright. Oh yeah, I'm a bit sick. So if you hear me sniffling, then that's why. Alright. I'm not sure... Okay, I'm not sure if I should be skipping tutorials and stuff like that, because I know everything up till, like, halfway through the tiers. I already know all this stuff, but I'm not sure if there's going to be somebody watching who doesn't know all this stuff, so... I mean, the chances are... Yeah. The person... Whoever's watching this, you're probably not coming to see me for the first time. Since, I mean, I'm not a popular channel, since, I mean, I've just fucking began, so...
Studying
You've
the
probably
remains
watched...
of this creature might shed light on how to defend yourself in the future. I recommend analysis.
Thank you, Ada. So yeah, you probably watched somebody else play this by now. And, it's been out for a bit, I guess. Alright, okay.
Fourth objective, build the hub. Note, to complete this objective, the resources salvaged from the drop pod will be consumed.
I mean, what else would I use it for?
Ensure the hub is built on spacious open terrain, close to the presence of iron sources. Failure to do so will likely result in non-optimal progress.
Well, I mean... I'm in a fucking desert. It's kind of hard. Unless you're trying, it's pretty hard to put it on non-flat surfaces. There were 3 nodes. Where's the last one? Oh, there it is. I am blind. The gravity on this planet is about the same as the other one. Alright, there we go. Q, that was it.
Congratulations, you have unlocked Hub
That's
feature,
too close for
manual
me.
craft bench. Hub feature, hub terminal. Fifth objective, hub upgrade, storage and power.
Are you...
Note, the craft bench and hub terminal are essential for progression to the next objective.
I want to place it close, but not too close, you know? Oh. Well, this is perfect. There we go. Because I need my space for my miners and all that. What do we need here? Just 10 rods. Alright. Time to... Oh! Only show affordable recipes. That's new. That'll definitely come in handy. I know that as a fucking fact, because it's annoying when you have to scroll through all the recipes just to find the one thing you're looking for. And it's not it's not in like any specific order that I've noticed, at least. Like, I don't think it's alphabetical or anything like that. I think it's in the order of material, like iron and then copper and then limestone and so on.
Congratulations. You have unlocked Hub Feature Biomass Generator. Hub Feature Personal Storage. Scanner Feature Copper. New equipment, buildings and blueprints, which can be found in the workshop when built, build menu, and craft bench respectively. Sixth objective, Hub Upgrade Construction. Note, connect buildings to a generator for power. Note, buildings such as the smelter require a blueprint to be set. Advice, automate the smelting process and use portable miners for optimal results.
Alright. I mean, note, buildings need power to operate. I mean, yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm aware. I mean, what is my character? I was about to say I think I'm an engineer of some sort, so I'm pretty sure I already know that, but actually I have no fucking clue what my character is or why she's doing, or why she's doing here, what she's doing here. Okay. Well, let's see what my blueprints are. Craft bench. Alright, I need a craft bench for sure because I need the portable miners. What did I need for a craft bench? I needed plates and rods. Got it. 3 plates and 3 rods. And there we go. Alright. I like to just put them like right next to the hub. It looks really nice, in my opinion. Feels like everything's connected that way. Like you go to the hub for everything crafting, you know, and then you go to your miners for everything product related. I don't know. And equipment workshop. Oh no, wait, I'm an idiot. The craft bench, I don't need it. Okay. Let's just forget that happened, shall we? I just need 3 more of each. Alright. I've never understood why rods take less than plates. Because wouldn't it just be a case of, like, you'd have to shape the rods into, like, you know, you'd have to shape the ingots into, like, thick rods, whereas with plates you just have to flatten out the ingots, or at least smelt them down into a plate mold. So you'd think that it would be the other way around in cost, but it isn't. So, all right, I need wire, cable, and 4 plates. All right, I can do that. I just need to find copper first. Hopefully it's nearby, because I don't want to go through the trouble of having to lead my whole conveyor belt system and all that bullshit all the way over here. Come on. Yeah. Only 175 meters away about. Okay, that was weird. I heard my footsteps and I thought it was like something else. And there's a fucking... Ah! There's a fly in my room. Did I just... I have no clue what I just did. Did I just pick up some leaves? I pick up some wood. No thank you. Actually, you know what? Fuck it, I'll just take it. And there are more of those fly things. Speaking of flies... I hate flies. I hate anything related to flies. I hate... Yeah, I expected that. I just hate flies. They're so annoying. It's like they exist only to ignore. It's like they exist only to annoy humans. You have nothing better to do than fly around my ass and, okay, the crate is floating. Do you have nothing better to do than fly around my fucking head and land on my arms and shit? Like, I mean, I know that they do it for a very specific reason, but, you know. Alright.
This consumable possesses minor healing properties. Further analysis required to establish object scanner identification.
Alright. What was it called again? There's the pale berries and then there's the barrel nuts. That's what they were called. What? No. Oh, normal. What are these? They look kind of like, they kind of look like cactuses. Or cacti, rather. But they're like... They have the same color scheme of copper, kinda. The blue and red. If that makes sense. I mean, it's kind of blue, but, you know, you see copper wire and stuff, like in the top right, it's red. However, when it's not refined and all that, it's blue. Is it like that in real life? I am not entirely sure. I don't know much about metals and all that crap. Because, I don't know, it's just not interesting. I don't really care. I always find the idea of resources odd, because I'm trying to figure out how I can put this that doesn't make me sound like an idiot. Okay. The idea of limited resources, I mean, yeah, resources are limited, right? But there could just be a fucking planet out there, like maybe somewhere in our galaxy that we don't know, that's entirely made of gold or something. Like, there could be like a fucking... There could be a planet out there that's 100 kilometers wide that's made entirely out of gold and we would never know. Like... I just find that really interesting. That something's, like, so close, but yet so far. Oh, I just realized I used all my wire. There we go. Alright. And our first portable miner. I'll get 3. Actually, I'll get 5 because I actually need 3 for these iron deposits and 2 for the copper deposits I saw over there. Plus, these are going to be turned into miners anyways, so... There should be an upgrade for your workbench or whatever, so you can craft faster. I mean, I'm glad that you can just hold down the button. That's really convenient. That you can just hold down the button to craft instead of just clicking on it, because then you just have to spam click or whatever, and then like sometimes in Skyrim it's like, are you sure you want to make this item? And it's like, yes. So you have to like spam over and over and over. Crafting in most game gets tedious. In most game. Yeah, the animation on the portal the animation of everything in this game is awesome, but I don't know, it kind of reminds me of like Wall-E or something whenever you put these things down. And I feel like I'm definitely not alone in saying that. It's just so cool. Like, they could have just made it like you just plop that shit down, but nah, they went out of their way to make a full animation out of it and give it style and design and everything. Like, that's cool. It's the little things that matter. The copper, yeah. What was that? Alright, I just heard a ghost. Interesting. Bloop, and for the final one, a bloop. There we go. Build an equipment workshop and craft a portable miner. Build a smelter to automate production for ingots. Use biomass burner to supply power for your buildings. Not yet. We're not there just yet. Wait. Alright. What is this sign for? Oh, it's a tripping hazard. Iron rods and iron rods and iron plates. All right. There goes one rod, and there's all the plates. I need to get some more iron. Oh, it's already almost full. I should probably grab the other one's stuff, because he's about to fill up too. I need to get better at doing that, just like making the rounds of the miners. Like normally I just let them fill up, and then just don't even pay attention to them until I need their resources. I mean, I won't need them for much longer. And eventually it'll be all automated, so it won't really matter. But like the lady said, efficiency. I have no clue what I just got stuck on, but we'll move past it. Pun unintended. Alright, this should be enough. I'm not even going to say that. I was going to say, this should be enough for 10 iron rods. It's more than enough. Yeah. It's enough for 269 iron rods, actually. Alright, there we go. And, I thought I was pressing the wrong button there for a second. And upgrade. Whoa. This looks kind of weird.
Congratulations. You have unlocked Scanner Stone. New buildings and blueprints, which can be found in the build menu and craft bench respectively. 7th objective. Hub upgrade, conveyor belts. Note: use power poles to expand the power network for optimal results. Note: constructors are capable of constructing copious parts, of which only one type at a time.
Okay. I mean, one type at a time, but at the same time, it's like, well, isn't this like, I get it, game design and all that, but isn't this like sci-fi and all that? Like, couldn't you couldn't make like one all-purpose machine like, with different slots for each resource or whatever? I mean, there's a fuck ton of them, but just like the basic resources, like plates, rods, like one huge smelter, and then into the smelter goes like there's a slot for iron ingots and copper ingots and steel ingots and all that. Like I feel like there should be something like that. Oh yeah. To specify more how far I got into my playthrough on my own before I started making videos, I got to steel production, and that was about it. I kind of stopped after then because Tyler was getting Satisfactory, and I was waiting for him, and I was like, hey, I should record some videos on this game. It's pretty cool. Because I mean, I never really felt like getting into YouTube recently. I mean, okay, a long time ago, I really want to be a YouTuber, as every person in my generation eventually goes through that phase, you know, just wanting to be a YouTuber, and I admit I did go through that. I make it sound like I made it sound like I went through something pretty bad. No, I did go through that phase of wanting to be a YouTuber, of course. And I didn't know how to record at all, and so it just kind of resulted in me pretty much instantly giving up. And I was thinking, hey, well, maybe when I'm older and I'm not as much of a dumbass, I can figure this out and try this whole YouTube thing again. And here I am a couple years later. And I was like, you know what, screw it. I play video games anyway, so why not share the fun with everyone else, you know? I mean, why not? If I'm playing a game, I mean, why not share it? Won't do anybody any harm. And, I don't know, it's just, it's fun. It's nice, it's nice to, sorry, I blanked out there for a second. It's nice to just, like, feel like I'm talking to somebody. I mean, personally, I just, like, whenever I'm playing video games or anything, actually, just whenever I'm alone or whatever, I just kind of think out loud. And actually, the funny thing is, that actually sprouted from me wanting to become a YouTuber. I was practicing commentating, like whenever I would just play, like I wasn't recording or anything, I would just practice commentating. And I would just talk to myself, sort of. I wasn't of course talking to myself like I was some sort of fucking crazy person. I was talking to myself in the sense of how I'm talking right now, you know, like I'm talking to somebody. However, of course, you know, nobody was listening, so in a way that kind of seemed a bit more crazy, but out of context, of course, it sounds weird, but it's not all that weird. I was just practicing commentating, and it sort of sprouted to me just thinking out loud my whole life. Well, not my whole life. Just from that point on, I just sort of kept doing that, actually. I just kept thinking out loud, because, I mean, it's nice. Like, just to talk about your thoughts, like I am right now. Just like you're talking to somebody. I mean, again, out of context, it sounds like you're a crazy person, but I mean, a lot of people do it. A lot of people think out loud. I do it, like, whenever I get the chance, because, I mean, I don't know, it's nice. It helps your thought process. I mean, I've discovered that whenever you think something that's really screwed up or whatever, and then you say it, and then you realize how screwed up that is. Kinda just a little side note of just, yeah, the things you think versus the things you say are very different. And, like, it helps you draw that line, I guess. I mean, for me it did, at least. I'm not sure how this applies. I'm trying to fill this gap of silence that it's that's gonna be here if I don't talk, so yeah. Pretty much anything to do with that, right? I do need to find limestone. I hope it's close. Actually, it won't make a difference, because again, you don't really need limestone until you build a factory. Which, I'm not sure if I have plans for. I mean, what I did with my factory was that I found, like, I spawned on, like, the edge of the map, like, where that sheer cliff just drops. Like the dead zone in Subnautica, if you guys know what that is. Basically, it's like, you come to a cliff, and then it's just a flat-out fucking drop. What was I? Oh, yeah. It's just a flat-out drop straight to the bottom. And the difference in Satisfactory is that it doesn't have a bottom. I'm just not realizing, does the dead zone in Subnautica have a bottom or no? Probably. Oh no, wait, yeah, it does. I remember I jumped down there with my prawn suit one time. Anyways, besides the point. It was on like that sheer cliff, sort of, and I was like, I need some space for my okay, that's far. I need some space for my factory. I'm like, where the fuck am I gonna build it, right? Because, I mean, I had machines already outside and everything, and I couldn't find flat land, because actually where I landed and started building everything was actually pretty flat land, and I, oh, okay. It actually was pretty flat land, but I already made, buildings and all that. I already had automation going on, and I didn't want to, you know, I didn't want to take it all down and redo it all inside of the factory. So what I did was that ooh, normal. What I did was that I just built it off the edge of the world, and that was probably the best decision I've ever made. I mean, it was really difficult when I had to wrap conveyor belts around the factory, like from behind it. And the reason why that happened was because it came to the point where I had okay, that was a click. It came to the point where I had to like have things extremely organized. I'm a very organized person. Like, I mean, I'm a teenager, and I can't stand it when my room is messy. Like, the messiest thing in my room right now is the clothes on my floor. Like 1 or 2 shirts, I think. And that's like in the corner, like the very fucking tucked away corner of my room. I'm not gonna say that I'm like OCD or anything, because I'm not. And I'm not gonna self-diagnose myself with that. I'm just saying, like, I'm a perfectionist. I just cannot stand it when things aren't organized. So you'll notice that I try to rotate things in unison and all that stuff, and I try to snap the buildings to lines and all that. I try to have everything line up perfectly. I'm a perfectionist. I hate it when things are like messy or unorganized or whatever. So, and I know to some people that's probably frustrating. But, anyway, the reason I mention this, actually, I need to shut up here for a second.
Congratulations, you have unlocked new buildings and blueprints, which can be found in the build menu and craft bench respectively. 8th objective, hub upgrade, additional power. Advice: when planning the construction of buildings, note the placement of conveyor belts. Caution: overloading the power network guarantees suboptimal performance.
Yeah, I assume that. Anyways, the reason I mention this is because, in my factory, about having to wrap my, conveyors around the back of it, it's because I made a room for steel production. I made a room for steel production, for copper, and for limestone. And iron, of course. So like they had their own separate rooms, so everything that came as a product of iron would be in iron, everything that was related to steel would be in steel, you know, and so on. And so sometimes some ingredients required things from other materials like copper and iron and all that. And I was like, well, fuck. I mean, they're in different rooms and they're across the way. I mean, like, I had limestone production on, like, the very left side and steel production on the very right side. And I had to wrap the whole fucking conveyor around the back of the conveyor. I had to wrap the entire conveyor around the back of the conveyor, yes. I had to wrap the entire conveyor around the back of the factory and bring it all the fucking way to steel production room, and I had to loop it in through a wall. It was sort of a pain in the ass, but it wasn't that hard to do. But it was pretty bad simply because it was a case of me just trying to stand on conveyor belts, and below me was impending death. Because, you know, that's just the sheer drop again. So, it made construction on the outside of the factory a bit difficult, but it saved a lot of time for planning out, like, space and all that. However, I'm in the middle of nowhere. So, I'm not sure if there's an edge nearby or anything, but at the same time, I mean, it's a desert, so it's pretty damn flat already to begin with, so I don't think it'll matter. All I need to do is elevate the factory a bit, I feel like, and then we'll be good to go, because there's, like, only little bumps and whatnot. Yeah, like, maybe elevate it to, like, here. Because, like, look around, I mean, in these directions, I mean, it's pretty much either lower or exactly the same. So I feel like there isn't that much I can screw up, but I'll probably find a way, don't worry. So anyway, how's your day? Mine has been, eventful. My birthday was a couple days ago. That was pretty cool. I don't know what to talk about, but I'm just gonna keep talking, because it's boring when the person isn't talking, so I'm just gonna keep talking about whatever comes out of my fucking mouth. So I mean, I always talk about anything. I try to, like, talk about literally anything. I always, like, I don't know, I like talking. I'm not, oddly enough, I'm not a very talkative person, but I do like talking. I do like talking about just anything. Anything I have an opinion on, really. If that makes sense. I think I need a couple more iron ingots. In fact, I can get a bit distracted a lot of the time, and I do lose my train of thought a lot of the time, and I'm not self-diagnosing myself by saying this. This is because I have ADHD, I have been diagnosed with it, I've had to deal with it my whole life, and it fucking sucks. And all I can say is that if you meet somebody who has ADHD or ADD or whatever, or anything similar, just be patient with them, please. Like, they need time. Like, time is a fucking thing that everyone needs, don't get me wrong, but, I mean, it may not seem that hard, like, to just, you know, ADHD, like, the sound of it doesn't sound that bad, you know, having attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, when actually it's not at all what it sounds like. It's actually the complete opposite, attention deficit. Attention deficit is not what it is. It's not that you can't pay attention, it's that you pay attention to literally all the wrong things. So, basically, while I'm taking a math test, for example, I'll be thinking about that one time where I stubbed my toe, or that one time where I picked up a Kleenex and it fell out of my hand. Like, literally anything else. And there's no controlling it. At least not for me, there isn't. It's just really hard to focus on anything. That's why you sort of end up, like, being all flustered, because, you know, you're thinking about literally anything else. And that's why people with ADHD, or at least I know I do, stutter a lot, or they lose their train of thought quickly, or whatever. That's why I try to talk as fast as I can, because whenever I'm talking to somebody, I try not to get interrupted, because then I'll lose my train of thought. Like, I'm not trying to be rude or anything, I just, you know, I just don't want to lose my train of thought, because it's really awkward, you know? Also, I know that this isn't really related to the game or anything, but I don't know, if you just want to come here to chill and just hear me talk about literally anything, I'm your guy. Trust me, I'm your guy. If you want to come to a channel where some dude just talks about literally anything, you just want to hear fucking gibberish from a dude who's playing Satisfactory, then by all means come here. Also, I'm not planning on just playing Satisfactory. I'm just, at the moment, it's what I want to play for you guys. So, let me know in the comments if you want to see anything else. I mean, my last video is at 47 views right now. I mean, I highly doubt that there's going to be many people watching this, but I'm going to say it every video anyways. Whatever you want to see from me, please let me know down in the comments, because I really do want to kind of take a shot at this. I do have quite a few games. I mean, none of them really that popular. I mean, I do have, okay, let me say, I do have Rainbow Six Siege, and I know that Rainbow Six Siege is pretty popular right now. I mean, it's kind of popular. I know Minecraft is becoming pretty damn popular out of nowhere. I have no clue. I mean, I'm happy for it. It's Minecraft. Who isn't happy about Minecraft being popular again? But Rainbow Six is sort of becoming a bit, I'm trying to think of the right word. It's becoming a bit of a hot topic, I guess. However, I have it on Xbox, and I know that, I know how some people are going to think about that. Having it on, like, I have nothing against PC. I just prefer to play with a remote controller. Did I just say remote control? What I meant to say is with the controller. I prefer to play with a controller than keyboard and mouse, because I mean, that's been most of my gaming. I never really played games on the PC on my whole time. Like, the only things I ever played with, like, PC were like Cake Mania or something like that. And it's really weird. It was like Luxor and whatever. If any of you know those games, I mean, we just sort of had them in the house, and I played them. Concrete. Jesus. You see what I mean? I forget completely what I'm doing in a couple seconds. Although that was quite a bit, I will admit. What was I talking about? Oh yeah. Anyway, I have nothing against PC gaming. I mean, I like PC gaming, to be honest. I've just gotten into it recently. In fact, I just got my computer this year, and it's a pretty damn good PC. I mean, it's a pretty damn good gaming PC. One of my family members recommended it to me, and he said, like, oh, this is actually the PC I want, and he's a gamer, and he plays a lot of games, and he's very involved in it. So, you know, I trusted his judgment, and I'm glad I did, because this PC is a fucking beast. I know it may not seem like it. I'm not sure if the recording is going to be choppy. Again, I'm new to this whole recording thing, so I need to figure out how it all works and whatnot. But yeah, like right there was some lag. But I mean, most of the time, it's like, I never drop below 60 frames on most things. And when I do, it's because, I mean, like, 80% of the fucking world is trying to load in, you know? It's not really because the computer can't keep up, really. Unless I'm totally wrong. But it is a very good PC, and the specs on it are very good. I can't remember exactly what they were. I don't know. Maybe later I'll tell you what that is. I'm not sure what the specs are. All I do know is that the specs are very fucking good.
Congratulations. You have unlocked Hub Feature, Additional Biomass Generator. New buildings, which can be found in the build menu. 9th objective, Hub Upgrade, Molecular Analysis. Note: to ensure full mastery of skills and equipment, I have been asked to not interfere with this last objective. Good luck.
Thank you. Anyway, the specs are pretty damn good on this thing. Or so I heard from anonymous family member. I'm not sure why I'm hiding their identity. I'm just... I don't know why. I just feel like I have to. I don't feel like I have to. I just, you know, prefer not to say. Anyway, it was a family member who recommended this computer to me, and he said the specs were very good, and he's a heavy gamer, and I've never really gotten into PC gaming. In fact, the PC I had before this one was a computer that we've had since I can remember. My family has had, and it was a pretty damn old Acer computer. So yeah, I could barely run shit, and it was really bad. I couldn't play anything on it really above low graphics. Like, I think The Forest, if you guys know what that game is, it blew up a little bit ago. Actually, no, not a little bit ago. Quite a long time ago now that I think about it. Damn, it's been long since The Forest, huh? Anyways, like, it could barely run Forest. And also, for anybody that thinks that sounds familiar, it's that one survival game with the weird-ass cannibals. Apparently the story is that it's like some sort of mutant shit or something. I remember watching a couple videos on it. I never really got back into it. I mean, it's a cool game, and don't get me wrong, and I actually suggest people to play it. However, this computer's specs is very good, and yet when I went into the Forest with all the lowest settings, the game ran like absolute fucking garbage. And yet, if you look at the Forest, right, and you look at the lowest graphics, and compare it to the fact that this is running at above 50 FPS, I'd say, this game is running at above 50 FPS. The fact that the Forest, on lowest settings, was running like absolute dog shit, I think that says that, there's something wrong, Chief. I'm not sure what, but there is something wrong. I'm not sure what the fuck it is. All I know is that my computer was definitely not the issue. Oh, that's a yawn. My PC was definitely not the issue. And I looked it up, and I have seen so many posts about that, about people having lag issues. I don't know, maybe it's just the fact that, like, the Forest, maybe it's something to do with, like, Windows or something. I have no clue. I have no clue why the hell it would run so bad. That's why I'm just spitballing here. But here I go again. Was I saying anything I don't know why I'm asking you. You don't. You can't answer me. Anyways, my computer's very good, and it doesn't run the forest, and the forest is pretty shit. For some reason, I'm not sure why it runs so bad, and I'm not sure what's going on with it. End of story. Now, moving on to whatever. Oh, what happened? I think I kind of want to. I kind of want to do like uncut episodes of this game, like just 1 hour long episodes or so, just uncut of this game. Because I mean, I feel like it's a pretty chill game that you can just sit around and relax and play. Oh, I can get the miners. Okay. I really want to automate, but at the same time, I don't want to go through the trouble of it, you know? You want something, but you don't want to put in the work for it. Sound relatable? Yeah, I really just, like, I want to do uncut episodes of this. Where is the limestone? Oh. I want to do uncut episodes of this simply because, like, I mean, I feel like I can fill the silence pretty well. However, if you think my voice is fucking annoying, then I'm very sorry. And I know I'm not talking about the game that much. I mean, like, look at this game. I mean, I don't feel like there's much to talk about, you know? I just kind of want to... It's sort of a chill game. You just relax and play. Of course, it is one for the thinking mind, I know that, of course. You know, with all the efficiency and all that. And, of course, I'm all for that stuff. But, I mean, it couldn't hurt to just, I don't know, just talk about stuff. And you know what, I actually like it when YouTubers are just talking about literally anything. I like hearing YouTubers just talk about stuff. I'm not sure if I would consider myself a YouTuber. This is only my second video. I've actually uploaded one video before, the one before this one. That's a weird sentence, but you get what I'm trying to say. It was when I was younger, and I was talking about how I would make videos or whatever. And it never came to fruition, because again, like I said before, I never figured out how to record or whatever. Because I was exclusively an Xbox 360 gamer at that time. And I was like, well, how the fuck do I record Xbox 360 stuff? I was like, oh, you need a capture card or whatever. I'm like, okay, well, I don't know how to do all that stuff. So yeah, I got overwhelmed, is what I'm trying to say. So, right, automation. Oh, I actually need to put some stuff away because I don't think I have enough room for all this bullshit. Yeah, the wood, that's what I was going to put away. And... Alright. Fuck. Yeah, again, this is what I mean. You're going to have to bear with me here. I lose my train of thought pretty fast. This happens all the time with my friends. Whenever I'm, like, talking or whatever. I try to just get it all out in one fell swoop. And that's what I'm trying to do right now, but I mean... It's much harder because, I mean, you're trying to commentate and you're trying to play a game at the same time, and... Yeah. I mean, I don't feel like I need to tell you that. I mean, it's pretty fucking obvious. That's... the thing that's fucking me up. Oh, I was pressing the wrong buttons.
Yeah, just like hearing YouTubers talk about literally anything. I feel like some people will like that and others won't, but that's fine. I mean, some people, of course, are around for, you know, funny content or whatever. I mean, I know I watch some YouTubers because of that stuff. Also, this is what I mean by lining stuff up. I try to make sure I do that. I do... Okay. So, 1... 2... There we go. Missing iron plate. No. Alright. Well, anyways. I feel like it's easier... Like, I personally have a lot more fun. I have a lot more laughs whenever I'm playing with my friends, for sure. I mean... Let's be honest here. How many... Like, let's be honest here. Things are 10 times funnier whenever you're laughing with your friends. Like, I think everybody can agree with that. Like, let's be honest here. So, I'm pretty sure that... Like... For single-player content, on my channel at least, I know it'll be like this. Just me playing a game and just talking to you guys about literally anything that comes to my mind. But as for just like multiplayer gameplay, it'll definitely be a lot more laughs. Because I mean, when you're playing with friends, you don't you want to be with your friends, you know? So I'll probably end up talking less to you guys. Although me personally, I am more of a single player type of guy. So I do play a lot more single player games than I do multiplayer. Just because, I don't know, I like playing by myself sometimes. Most of the time. So I'm not sure what the ratio, I guess, for lack of a better word, is going to be on my channel for multiplayer to single player content. I actually have no clue how long I've been recording for, to be completely honest. I think it's been, I'd say, I don't even want to give a rough estimate. I've just been babbling here for a couple minutes, so I have no conception of time. Hello, future Ted here. Turns out I actually recorded this entire session in 2 hours. So I had to split it up into 2 videos. One each 1 hour, of course. So yeah. This is the intro. Or outro. Or both. Anyway, you get the point. Alright. See ya.